Yeah, so today we're gonna be wearing the glasses. Yeah. Oh, my mom texted me. Just got home from work. What's up? Okay. Yeah, y'all, I got my glasses on today because I need to see all of this. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta send these text messages real quick.
Little fish, I just a sack Chris run. I just did a bad bitch run. I just bought a new AP. About to get the bad bitch one. Nigga like the new Jay-Z. Pockets all fat, big pun. I been going too crazy. Hit a famous hoe, which one? Yeah, ain't no stop.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy, I am Jameer, and welcome back to my channel. We are gonna hop straight into the video. As y'all can tell by the title, we are gonna be talking about my pet peeves of working at Forever 21. But before we do that, if you are not subscribed to my channel, if you are not part of the gang, okay? If you ain't part of the gang, then what you doing? What are you doing? If you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe, hit that bell so that you are notified every time that I post a video. Like this video if you like it. Leave a comment down below if you got something to say. If you want to go back and forth with me, let's chit chat, let's talk, sis. Okay, I got all the time in the world. I really don't, but I will make time. But other than that, let's jump straight into the video. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about my pet peeves of working at Forever 21. I've been working at Forever 21 for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years, July 12th, which is in a few months. As of right now, I am a manager there, full-time manager, but I started off as an associate. So, I have a list on my phone. It's not long, but we really gonna get into some things. This is gonna be the entertainment part of my channel. But I have a list on my phone about all my pet peeves and everything that really irks my nerves about working at this job. I can't go nowhere because I got bills to pay, but that's not the point. So let's get straight into it. My first pet peeve is when customers ask us, do we work here? Now, granted, there are, I don't know about for every Forever 21, but for the one that I work at, majority of the associates that work there wear a bright yellow lanyard that says what on it? That says what? Forever 21. So, if you come up to me and you ask me, do I work here? I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna hold this up. Because, like, come on now, common sense. I know, like, people be, like, in the moment and whatever you want to call it, but you have to pay attention, like, common sense. If you see me at a table folding shirts or fixing hangers, I'm not just doing that for the hell of it. I'm not, like, what? You see me with this yellow lanyard on. Obviously, I work here. Let's get that straight. Yes, I work here. I have on a Forever 21 bright-ass yellow lanyard. I am at this table. I am folding jeans. I am folding shirts. I'm not just doing this because I want to, okay? I work here. I'm getting paid for it. Thank you. Next. My next pet peeve is last-minute shoppers. So at the Forever 21 that I work at, the mall closes at 9 p.m., so our store closes at 9 p.m. But we tend to get people that like to come in 5 minutes before we close to shop. And it really irks my nerves because, one, the associates, they try really, really hard to keep the store clean, but then we have those people that come in and mess stuff up that we already cleaned. Like, why would you do that? Why are you in here 5 minutes before we close and you know that we're about to close? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I try to be nice and all, but, you know, my facial expressions, I can't help it. I gotta take these glasses off, okay? The glare is killing me. It's really clear. You know what? stick with them on. I need them on so I can see. But for all the people who like to come into our store and shop last minute, I need y'all, like, seriously, think of the people who work here, like the shit that we go through. Like, people will come in and go to a table and just like pick something up and throw it down. Like, you don't even think about refolding it. That's really inconsiderate, but you know what you want, I guess. My third pet peeve, it kind of ties into last minute shoppers, but customers messing up our work. I know it's retail, and that's just the thing that comes with retail. I've been in retail for almost 3 years, so I know that for sure. But it's just like respectful. Like, if you see me, if I'm at a table and I'm folding something and you see me walk away and you go behind me, pick up that same thing that I folded and don't fold it back, I gotta clock out and we gotta fight. We gotta fight, because that's, like, to me, that's rude. And I know, like, I got associates that work in my store. Some of them work really, really hard, and people just don't care. They just mess it up. They just do what they want. They just throw clothes on tables and throw stuff on the floor. It's just like nobody has any, like, home training. Like, where do they do that at? Like, I guess they feel like since our store is so big that you can treat it like any other department store. And that's not the case. It's really not. Number 4, getting in line the wrong way. So a little background. So I started at Forever 21 in 2016 of July 12th to be exact. My first 3 months there, I was on the sales floor, and they put me in men's almost every day that I worked, because obviously I am a man. Eventually they trained me on register. And then after they noticed that I got hella credit cards, like I'm good with selling our credit card, they never took me back off of the register. I was always on register. So, with that background, there are customers that don't pay no goddamn attention to where the fucking line starts. Excuse my language. Like, they really don't pay attention to where the line starts. Some people will see the line. Let's just say we got the registers and the line starts at a specific spot. They will go all the way on the other side and stand somewhere else and just stand there and wait for a cashier to be done with their customer to walk up and be told, oh, you cut it in line. This is not where the line starts. It starts over there. And then have the nerve to have an attitude. Like, they'll say things like, oh, I was standing here this whole time, you didn't say anything. Well, bitch, if you see all these people over here waiting, what the fuck do you think? You see nobody's getting in line behind you. You're the only one over there. Why do you think the line starts there if there's a whole line of people over here? Like, you can't get mad at the cashiers because we didn't tell you. It's common sense. Like, I just feel like people lack common sense at this job. And I don't understand why. They really have the nerve to have attitudes with us. And I've gotten yelled at before from a customer because of that. I wanted to yell back so bad. But I like my job too much. And I like getting paid. And I like having a house and not being homeless. So we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. Number 5. For the most part, when you go into any retail store, there is signage. There are signs that tell you what type of deals that are going on. There are signs that tell you, like, where things are and what, like, specific things. In bold black font for the most part. Okay, remember that. Bold black font. Now, we get customers that obviously don't know how to read. So, for instance, at Forever 21, if you're watching this and you shop at Forever 21, then you're going to understand what I'm saying right now. There are signs in our store. Like, let's just say we have, like, shirts on a table. And there's a sign there. Let's just say it says T-shirts starting at $3.90 and up. Okay? Remember that. We will get a customer that will come up to us and the registers. That will come up to us and we'll ring them out and we'll ring up that shirt and it rings up as $8.90 and the tag says $8.90. They will look at us and say, well, the sign says $3.90. No, ma'am. The sign says $3.90 and up. It starts at $3.90. So there are certain shirts that are $3.90, but there are some that are more than $3.90. And then they will get an attitude with us and be like, oh, well, I don't want it. Okay, that's fine. Put it to the side. Sometimes I really don't care because it's like that's completely on you, ma'am, miss, sir, boy, whatever you want to call yourself. You decided not to read the sign properly. It obviously said starting at $3.90 and up. So like common sense would say, okay, well, some of them are $3.90 and some of them are not. What does the sign say? Look at the sign. Granted, sometimes the signs are wrong and we will like correct everything, but for stuff like that, you really gotta pay attention. Like, no common sense at all. People gotta do better. Like, you really just gotta do better. This is my last pet peeve because I wanted to make this video short, but my last one is the return policy. Like most other retail stores, or like most stores in general, almost every store has a return policy. For the most part, the return policy is printed on the receipt. And you can also, if you have a phone, if you have internet, doesn't have to be an iPhone or anything that fancy, but a phone, yeah. If you search up the store and the return policy, I'm more than certain it'll pop up. But for some reason, people don't like to read, or they don't like to ask questions. So with the return policy, for Forever 21, for all my people who don't know, you have 30 days to return. You need to have your receipt. You need to have your tags attached. The product cannot be worn. It cannot be washed, okay? That's the return policy. You get your money back the way that you paid. Okay, remember that. I've had problems with customers trying to return things that are like on clearance and stuff like that. Clearance is final sale. You cannot return and you cannot exchange. But people constantly still come in wanting refunds. Like, baby girl, I told you. When you came in last week, remember on Wednesday at 4:01 when you came in? Because it says it on your receipt. It says final sale. And I told you that you cannot return it or you cannot exchange it. And you said, okay. Why are you coming back in trying to get a refund for it after I told you? Like, who does stuff like that? So it's just like people don't read the return policy. People don't ask, like, what is your return policy? They just expect to get their way. And like that's just not how it works. Like it doesn't work like that for any other store. And people like to compare us to other stores, like our 30 days. With some stores, I guess, is like 120 days or even more than 30. And some people would compare it and be like, well, such and such is 60 days. We're not such and such. We're Forever 21, ma'am. Okay, you see the name on the yellow bag? Do you see the name on the yellow bag? I just need to know because apparently we can't read nowadays. So it's just stuff like that that annoys the crap out of me. And I make it like one thing that I always do when I'm on register. I always ask the customer, do you know the return policy? Do you need a refresher on it? Because I'm more than happy to tell you about it so that we don't have any issues in the future. Like stuff like that. And I'm the person that trains on register. So I tell all my people that I train, y'all better be talking about this return policy. If they ask you about it, you need to know it because I don't want no mistakes, like, at all, because that's ridiculous. People can't read. People don't understand. They still try to bring it back after they know it's final sale. Like, I can't do it anymore. I'm over it. So those are all the pet peeves that I have to say on this video. If you are watching this video and you work at a Forever 21 and you have any pet peeves that I didn't list, leave a comment down below. Let me know. We can chit chat, girl, because I know I'm not the only one that be getting pissed off, okay? I know I'm not, because this is crazy. I know it's at every store, because it can't just be at my store. I know for sure. And if you are a customer and you have shopped in my store and you know who I am, this is how I really feel. And I will not take anything back. I won't. So, yeah. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Hit that like button if you liked it. Share it. Definitely share it, because this needs to get around. I need people to understand where we're coming from. I've been here for almost 3 years. There's plenty of people that have been there longer than I have. But the world needs to know what Forever 21 workers go through. So definitely share this video, because I need everybody to know. Leave a comment down below. Other than that, I'm getting the hell up out of here, y'all. I got stuff to do. I just got home. I got to take a shower. I got to clean my house. I got to clean my room. It's shit that needs to be done. So I will see y'all in the next video. Deuces.